and we're here with a friend today. Foster, can you introduce yourself?
Hi, Olivia. Thanks so much for having me. Yes, my name is Foster Wilson, and I am a poet and filmmaker and a postpartum doula here in Los Angeles.
Amazing. And I'm excited that you're here today because one of my favorite segments that we do here at Divorce Happens is the three things that I learned from my divorce because
Yeah.
every single person learned something different from their divorce. Just like all divorces are different, all, you know, experiences are different. So, Foster, what are the three things that you learned from your divorce?
Yeah. I think the first thing I learned from my divorce is that my voice matters. I
Mm.
spent a lot of my time in my life deferring my voice to other people. And my divorce, the process of it was the first time I really honored that my voice matters and it matters to me. And it's really important that other people respect that. My truth matters. And I've been working to use my voice wherever I can ever since I learned that.
I'm curious, as an artist, do you find like your art got a deeper meaning after your divorce because you found your voice?
Oh, absolutely. I think I was defaulting in creative situations to other people, trying to people please and make sure that everybody else is taken care of, which is also sometimes a common thing in women, a common thing in mothers. And I really valued my voice. I turned way more towards writing and poetry and speaking my truth
Mm,
after my divorce, and that um, I really spoke through my writing very honestly, and that was very healing and freeing to
yeah.
me.
I love that. You are a beautiful poet. I have read a
Mm.
lot of your poetry, and you have a book of poetry, right?
Yes, I do. Yeah, it's called Afternoon Abundance Poetry for Wild Souls. And yeah, it's my coming out as a writer, and it's a deep exploration into a lot of raw truth and power and identity, and explores all kinds of things from grief to motherhood. And yeah, it's everywhere if anyone wants to check it out.
Yeah,
It's
we'll link it in the show notes.
great.
Amazing. Okay, so finding your voice was number one. What was the second
Mhm.
thing that you learned from your divorce?
Kind of out of that, I realized that following my heart is incredibly magnetic. There's so much fear going into a divorce and separation and unearthing your life like that. But on the other side, I just found a lightness and a freedom, and lots of people in my life commented on how alive I seemed.
Mm.
And a lot of wonderful things just fell into my lap after that. And I don't know if that's everyone's experience, but for me, it was for the first time really following my heart. And it it just I cannot tell you how clear things became after that.
Oh, I love
So
that so much. I love that.
yeah,
Yeah, when you're true to yourself and authentic, then the universe kind of rises to support you, which is
thank you.
always the case. I love
Exactly.
that.
Yeah.
And then what was the third thing you learned?
I think this is really great coming out of divorce and into any other relationship you might have. But um, looking back on everything and going forward, I can say all I can do is clean up my side of the street. I I cannot clean up anybody else's, but it is also, no matter what happened, it's my responsibility to clean up my side of the street as very best I can, and to let go of the other side. Really,
Yeah.
we hope that everyone is able to do their own work, and all I can do is my own, and that has to be enough, and it has to be the best for me.
Oh, I love that. I love that. So, Foster, if anybody is listening to this going through a divorce, which they probably are or considering it, what would be some words of encouragement that you could leave them with?
Yeah, I my heart goes out to anyone because it's such a complicated and long decision, and so many people are affected. But I would say just consider the possibility that this really could be a gift for everyone involved, and that's hard to see right now, but just try that on for size, that it could be a gift down the road, that everyone could be better off for this experience.
Oh, I love that.
Mm.
Before we let you go, where can people follow along and find you?
Oh, yeah, I'd love for your listeners to check out my website, fosterwilson.com. Everything I do is on there, and I have a monthly newsletter if you want to keep in touch with me. But please reach out. I love to hear from listeners.
Amazing. Thank you so much for sharing, Foster.
You got it. Thanks for having me.